سلام الله عليكم ورحمته وبركاته. How are you all, my dear sisters? I hope that you are all doing well. Well, today, inshallah, we are going to continue our our journey with Tajweed. Let's share the screen with you. Dark. Okay, now you can see. Well, my dear sisters, last session we were explaining about the Bayniya, or the in-between characteristic regarding Lin Umar, and we said that when we pronounce any letter of Lin Umar, there is a partial flu of the sound. Yes, you remember? It's not complete flu of sound like when we pronounce rough letter or soft letter. Neither is not complete imprisonment of sound like when we pronounce a strong letter or shadid letter. Bayniya, or in between letters, it's a partial flu. And we did explain all about it and everything about all the letters except for Ayn, because the time was not enough about. So now we are going to explain about Ayn. Why letter Ayn is an in-between letter. Why it's not soft, neither strong. It's not rough, neither shadid. It's bayniya, or in between. Because as we explained, this is return to the nature of the articulation point. If we look here, this is the articulation point of Ayn. You remember, my dear sisters, Ayn and Ha are pronounced from the epiglottis, from the middle part of the throat. Yes, A and Ah. Remember, middle part of the throat. Yes, the epiglottis precisely. So when we pronounce the Ayn, the epiglottis is moved backward towards the throat wall. That's why the narrow here is not that open, neither is not that closed. The passage here from where the sound is going to run, it becomes narrow, not as it was supposed to be. That's why Ayn is an in-between letter. While, kindly pay attention, while Ha, letter Ha, which is pronounced from the same area. Remember, from the middle part of the throat, from the epiglottis area, we pronounce Ayn and Ha. While Ha, it's a loose letter, it's a rough letter. Why? I will give you 3 seconds to remember and think why. Remember about the articulation point of Ayn and Ha, and the position of the epiglottis. I think you got it right. My dear sisters, when we pronounce Ayn and Ha, epiglottis is moved backward towards the whole throat. But with Ayn, the epiglottis is moved more backward, more than with Ha. With Ha is moved backward, but not like with Ayn. That's why the passage from where the sound is going to run or flew is bigger when we pronounce the Ha. That's why Ha, it's a soft letter, because the articulation point is open. While with Ayn, because the epiglottis return more or moved backward more, it's not that open and it's not that closed. It's an in-between. So there is a partial closure regarding the articulation point. That's why also there is a partial flu of sound. Understood? Understood, inshallah. Let's read from the book. The partial flu of the sound when pronouncing the letter Ayn due to the withdrawal of the epiglottis. Let's watch the video. Did you see, my dear sister, how the epiglottis is moved backwards? That's why the articulation point is not that open, neither not that closed. There is a partial closure of the articulation point. That's why there is also partial flow of sound. Fine, fine. Let's go back now to the lesson itself. We explained about the Binia. Now, my dear sisters, we are going to explain the outcome. Kindly pay attention, because what we are going to say today is very important for all your recitation. What we are going to explain today, inshallah, is affecting your recitation all over the Quran, all over your recitation. Okay? The outcome of the characteristic, shidda or strength, and against it, rahawa or softness, and in between or bayniya, the outcome of this characteristic, it's measuring the duration of the non-vowel letters. The outcome, I will repeat, of this characteristic, strength, and against it, softness, and in between, and in the middle, we have the in between, rahawa against shidda, and bayniya in the middle. The outcome of this, it is the measuring of the duration of the non-vowel letters. What is the meaning of non-vowel letters? The non-vowel letters in Arabic means صحيحة, الحروف الصحيحة. The non-vowel means الحروف الصحيحة, non-vowel صحيحة, which includes all the Arabic letters except all the Arabic letters except number 1, the natural mad letters. Number 2, the eased letters. So the non-vowel letters, it's including all the Arabic letters except for number 1, the natural mad letters or the natural lengthening letters, which are alif, alif, waw, and ya, and preceded by a short vowel from its same nature. Number 2, the eased letter or lean letters, حروف اللين, which are waw sakina or ya sakina, preceded by fatha. Okay? So today we are going to talk about the non-vowel, the duration of the non-vowel letters, which is the outcome of the characteristics shidda, rahawa, bayniya, strength, softness, and in between. Very good. The duration of non-vowel letters, non-vowel, kindly pay attention. I need a pen. Okay, I will leave this one. Non-vowel letters is, as I told you, it's the Arabic letters except for this and this. It's not like voweled. If I add E and D, sorry, the mouth is not helping me. The E, if I added ED to this word, if I add to this word ED and become voweled, it means letters without any short vowel. It means second letters. Pay attention. I'm talking about non-vowel, not voweled. Okay? Okay. So the duration of non-vowel letters, my dear sisters, is divided into 2 groups. Number 1, the duration of the vowel letters. That means the duration of any letter with any short vowel, with fatha, or with dhamma, or with kasra. In such a case, the duration of those letters are going to be equal. So the duration of non-vowel letters, but they are voweled. I will repeat, pay attention. The duration of non-vowel letters and voweled, which means صحيح letter, but have a short vowel, فتحة or ضمة or كسرة, the duration of those letters are equal, regardless. Underline regardless. Regardless if this letter is شديد, strong, or رخ, soft, or بيني, in between. The time is going to be equal. The time, my dear sisters, is going to be equal. I like only to lightly. Okay. It's going to be equal. Just a minute. I would like to, yeah, it's clearer like this. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be equal, which means, I'll explain it in different way. If I'm going to pronounce seen with fatha, is going to be equal the time of pronouncing half with fatha is going to be equal to pronounce la with fatha. All those, number one, they are non-vowel letters. حروف صحيحة letter. Number two, all those they are voweled with ed, which means they are having short vowel, fatha or dhamma or kasra. But the difference here, sin, it's رخ letters of letter. Qaf, it's shadid or strong letter. Lam, it's in between letter or بيني letter. But since they are vowel, they have short vowel, so the duration to pronounce them is equal. Is equal. Because here it is the time of pronouncing the short vowel. Okay? Okay. Let's try another thing. If I'm going to change the short vowel, okay? Here I'm going to add fatha. Here I'm going to add kasra. And here I'm going to add dhamma. There will be difference? Think. Yes, great. Of course not. Because we said vowel, any short vowel. So still the time of sa equal qi equal lu. The time of short vowels are equal. Okay? The time or the duration to pronounce letter with fatha equal the time of to pronounce letter with kasra equal the time of the duration to pronounce the letter with dhamma. Short vowels are equal. Al-harakat are equal. And they are one count. Haraka. Okay? I hope this is clear. This is the first part. The duration of non-vowel letters, but voweled with ED. And we said that's going to be equal. Regardless, what is the characteristics of this letter? It's shadid, strong, or in between, baini, or rah, soft. Because here it is the duration of the haraka, of the short vowel itself. And we said that all the short vowels are equal. The time of fatha equal the time of dhamma equal the time of kasra, it's one count. The time you need to pronounce any letter with any short vowel equal one count. One count. The duration, I will repeat, kindly pay attention. The duration you need to pronounce any letter with any short vowel equal one count. And this is the balance to measure the natural mad and the different types of mudud. We say natural mad, it 2 counts. That means double the time to pronounce the letter with any short vowel. And we said we have 4 counts. So four times to pronounce any letter with any short vowel. 6 counts. So 6 time of pronouncing any letter with any short vowel. This is very critical lesson. Very. Kind pay attention and kind concentrate and revise again and again, because this will affect all your recitation. It is the duration of pronouncing non-vowel without ed letter T. So this is group number 1. Okay, if I have non-vowel letters, صحيحة letters, but they are sakin, but they are not vowel. So what is the duration of non-vowel and non-vowel with ed letters? صحيحة ساكنة in Arab. What is the duration? Do you think they are going to be equal? Think logically. Think. I will leave 3 seconds for you. Of course not. Because when the letter is sakin, here the flow of the sound will affect the duration. No way, logically, no way that when I pronounce a letter and there's a complete flow of sound, rah letters or soft letter, it will be equal to in between letter, bini letter, when there is a partial flow, and it will be equal to the strong letter or shadid letter where there is an imprisonment of sound. No way. No way, because here it's sakin, it's non-vowel. So at the time of the letter itself, this is the point. Here, it's at the time of the letter itself, because it's sakin, it's not vowel. So in such a case, the duration of the non-vowel letters are proportional to the flow of the sound therein. What is the meaning that there are proportional to the flow of the sound? Which means if there is a complete flow of sound, this will be the longest duration for sahih second letter, non-vowel letter. This is the longest. Follow it, the in-between letter. Non-vowel, in-between letter or bini letter. So rahw letter or soft letter, it is the longest duration. In the second level, the in-between letter or bini letter. In the third and the least duration for non-vowel letter, it is the duration for shadid letter or strong letter. In other words, let's use our beautiful pen. If I'm going to pronounce, I will take the same examples. Sin with sukoon and qaf with sukoon and lam with sukoon. Sin of sukoon, because it's a rahb letter, that its duration is going to be longer than, I'm going to replace this by this, yes. To be easier for everybody to understand this, inshallah. Lam, let's write the lam here, and here we are going to write the qaf. So the time of a rahb letter, which is seen here, sakin, sahih, non-vowel, seen because it's rahb or soft letter, is going to be longer than the time to pronounce lam with sukoon, because lam is an in-between letter. And the time to pronounce lam with sukoon or an in-between letter is going to be longer than pronounce the qaf with sukoon, because qaf is a shadid letter or a strong letter. Here, inshallah, it's clear. We did practice this all over our recitation, but today we are explaining it in details. So the time or the duration of pronouncing rah letter, it is the longest. شديد or strong letter, it is the least. And the in-between letter, it's really in between. Okay? While remember here, the same letters, when they were having short vowel, they were equal. Their duration, it was equal. Because here it is the duration of the short vowel. Fine? Inshallah. Fine. Okay. So let's go and explain in details more. Our dear sisters, you know, always, when you are reciting, always, if there is any sister is reciting quickly, I say, kindly stop and recite slowly. Always I say that. As you know, we have three speeds in recitation. We have تحقيق, تدوير, and حد. تحقيق, it's realization. تدوير, it's moderation. حد, it's the fast speed recitation or the quick speed recitation. Three speeds. And in the situation of teaching and learning, we use the realization of تحقيق. Because in تحقيق, it's much easier to notice everything, to notice the proportion. Remember this word, the proportion. To achieve the proportion more than when you read or recite with moderation or تدوير, and more than if you recite by حدر or quick speed recitation. Plus, this proportion is not only regarding the timing or the duration of non-vowel letters. There is also proportion regarding the mudud. There is time, there is count. Also, there is proportion regarding the ghunna. We have most complete ghunna, we have complete, we have incomplete, we have most incomplete full level. When you read fast, you will not be able to achieve this. And you will not be able to notice or to achieve. So, after mastering your recitation in realization of tahqiq, you will be able to move to tadwir or moderation. Because when you master tahqiq speed, you will be able to keep the proportion in your higher speed in tadwir or moderation. You will be able to keep it. And then when you master, take care, time. When you master moderation or tadwir, move to had or the quick speed. You can keep the proportion. Proportion, it is the key of your recitation. If you are still learning and you are reading with moderation, I'm so sorry. You are not achieving, you are not recite with proportion, which must be kept. Which must be kept. This is essential and very critical. This is very critical. So do not take this subject easy. Okay, I will just need to recite with moderation or tadwir. I'm so sorry, no. No, because still you cannot keep the proportion. Right. So we are going to read here the durations of the voweled, which means having short vowel, okay, letters. The timings of the voweled letters are equal within one level of the levels of recitation, okay? Meaning the timing of the letter with a fatha equal the timing of the letter with a dhamma equal the timing of the letter with a kasra. Like, I'm going to recite this word. how I'm going to recite كتب كتب. Time of كاف with ضمة equal تاء with كسرة equal باء with فتحة equal يعظكم يعظكم equal ياء with فتحة equal عين with كسرة equal the ظا with ضمة equal كاف with ضمة equal. Here I'm not looking for this letter is شديد or رخو or بيني. No, it is the time of the short vowel and they are all equal within the same level. Because as I told you, there is proportion, which means if I'm reciting with تحقيق speed or realization, of course the proportion will be longer for everything, for duration of time, for mudud, for ghunna, more than with tadwir. And tadwir or moderation, it's longer than hadr or quick speed, okay? Here, su'ilat, sin, it's rah. Hamza, it's shadid. Lam, it's baini. But they are equal because they have short vowels or they are vowels. Su'ilat, equal. Fine? Inshallah, fine. Well, here we are going to talk about the timing errors which occurs when pronouncing voweled letters or letters with short vowels. Still, we are all today talking about the non-vowel صحيحة letters. We exclude the natural mad letters and the east letters. Okay? What happens sometimes when one of our sisters is reciting? Sometime happen that she will prolong the time of fatha or dhamma or kasra. So we say kindly pay attention because by this way you pronounce, if you prolong the time of fatha, you will pronounce natural mad alif directly. Because fatha is 1 count, natural mad is 2 counts. Prolong the time and move and turn it from 1 count to 2 counts, so you are pronouncing natural mad. This is wrong. You are adding a letter. You are adding a letter. This is one of the clear mistakes. Okay. In Quran, we don't add and we do not edit or omit. This is called in tajweed stretching or insertion. This is wrong. Neither the opposite. Also, do not shorten the time of pronouncing the haraka or the short vowel. Do not shorten the time of pronouncing fatha or dhamma or kasra. And this happens also sometimes. And this is called ikhtilas or stealing. Ikhtilas or stealing, it's, in other words, it is the thing. When I'm pronouncing, I'll explain it to you. We do it in our narration, Hafs from Asim, by the way of الشاطبية. We do it in recitation in one word. This is, we are not talking about when we stop, because when you stop, you can stop either by sukoon or raw sometimes, or ishmam. We are talking about in the middle of recitation, the words of Quran itself. We have one word in our way of narration. You remember where we can apply something similar to this? It's the dhamma, the first dhamma, the first letter with dhamma, we apply rawn. The rawn, it's similar to ikhtilas or stealing. Because in rawn, when we say ta'manuna, you remember this word, of course. I will write it down to you so you can. You know this word. Bismillah ar-Rahman. Yeah. You know this word, yes? This word تأمننا, we can recite it either by raw or ishmam, yes? Round is similar to اختلاس, to stealing, shorten the time. This is what we do in round. We are shortening the time of the first dhamma, of the first noon with dhamma, okay? So we are shortening the time of dhamma and lowering our voice. So we are shortening the time of dhamma plus lower your voice when you pronounce this dhamma. So how I'm going to say? I'm going to say تأمننا, تأمننا, تأمننا. So here, yes, it's اختلاس, stealing, because you're going to shorten the time and lower the voice. But all over, no. All over, no. Or, of course, we can apply إشمام. تأمنا. We are going to pronounce noon with shadda and fatha and round or circle your lips forward after starting pronouncing the noon with shadda. تأمنا. تأمنا. After or right way. Okay? So, neither nor, my dear sister, neither nor, kindly, neither nor, neither nor, neither prolong nor shorten. Prolonging, completely wrong because you are going to add a letter. Shorten, of course not. It's called stealing and this is called stretching. Let's read. Timing errors which occur when pronouncing voweled letters. Okay? So, number one, prolonging the timing of a vowel letter more than the timing of nearby vowel letters is a mistake in recitation. Scholars call it stretching. In Arabic, is tamṭīṭ, or insertion. In Arabic, is called idkhāl. As in. Here we're going to recite this one. Here, when I recite correctly, it's going to be فَمَن يَعْمَلْ. This is correct. Incorrect recitation, if I'm going to stretch this fatha and turn it into a natural mad, I'm going to say فَمَن, فَمَن, فَمَن. Okay. Here, the correct recitation, كُنتُم, كُنتُم. If I'm going to prolong the time of dhamma, so I'm going to pronounce natural mad well. كنتم, كنتم. Of course, no. Of course, no. Okay. إن الذين, إن. If I'm going to prolong the time of kasra, I'm going to add natural mad, yeah. Okay. I'm going to say inna, inna. Of course not. Of course not. Okay. That's why I told you this is very, very critical. Very critical. Okay. Well, let's go to the second step. Shortening the duration of a vowel letter compared to the timing of nearby vowel letters is a mistake. And recitation, scholars call it stealing. In Arabic, it's اختلاس. Like here, yeah, I'm going to recite first correctly, okay? This word, I'm going to say, I'm going to recite it. يأمركم, يأمركم. But wrongly, I'm going to say يأمركم, يأمركم. خلقكم, equal. خلقكم. I'm going to pronounce the qaf wrongly. خلقكم, خلقكم. No. Do not shorten the short vowel to any letter compared to the with the nearby letters in the same recitation. Okay. يعيدكم, يعيدكم. All equal. except of course the Benin if I'm going to stop, because it will have sukun, and here the characteristic of the letter will be the master. يعيدكم. I will pronounce the dal wrongly. يعيدكم. يعيدكم. Do not prolong, do not short. Both are not correct. Yeah. This is very critical. Very, very critical. Okay? Here, this point, my dear sister, this is what we said. The measuring of timing for non-vowel ساكنة and non-vowel صحيحة لطيف. I told you that at the time, let's read. The duration of soft rach letter is longer than the duration of the in-between letter, correct? And the duration of the in-between bini letter is longer than the duration of the strong shadid letter. That's why if you look here, this is the duration of the soft letter. If we want to represent it like in mathematical way, this is the book of Dr. Aymen Swaid. May Allah reward him. By the way, Dr. Aymen Swaid was a student in the Faculty of Engineering. That's why, mashallah, he's, mashallah, he explained the tajweed in very, very easy way. The duration of soft rach letter is longer than the duration of the in-between letter, longer than the duration of the strong letter. You see, there's the proportion. You see? You see? Okay? And this proportion, it will be the duration of pronouncing the non-vowel letter is proportioned to the speed of recitation. Let's read it. We explain it, so let's read it. Number 3. The measurement of timing of the non-vowel letters is proportioned. Proportioned. This is the key word. Proportion. Proportion. The measurement of the timing of non-vowel letters is proportioned to the speed of recitation. However, تحقيق, realization, تدوير, moderation, or حدر, reading the key. Okay. I hope it's clear. It's not that difficult, wallahi, but just to, if you concentrate, my dear sisters. I wanted to take an example of Surah al-Sharh, but unfortunately the time is running out. Anyway, here the red colored are the soft letters. They must have the same equal time. And the blue are the strong letters, same equal time. No, the blue are the in-between. And then, because the color are different here. Anyway, it's colored regarding to, yeah, red, it's the soft, green, it is the shadid, and the blue, it is the in-between or bini letter. The time of each color is equal because they are